What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This Professor X. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind, go ahead and just hit the like button. You here now, it ain't gonna cost you nothing. Just hit the like button. Make me feel welcome. I saw, and I've kind of discussed this before, but I saw a short reel on Facebook where a young lady was trying to do what women sometimes try to do, which I say don't do it, but obviously she ain't seen my content. She's trying to educate men on what tricking is and what tricking is not. And so she was saying that if you spend money to have somebody's nails done that you are interested in, or send them some money so they can go get them, dinner or what have you, she said that's not tricking. But tricking to her was if you're spending money on expensive things like Chanel bags. She said that was tricking. That's what her video was about. Her view was tricking is only when it comes to a big purchase item. Chanel bags, trips, vacations, so on. That's tricking. So I want to talk about that because, again, you have a situation where a young lady is trying to educate men on what tricking is and what tricking is not. And of course, if she is telling the story, she's going to tell it to where, it will benefit her. So, and try to tell us, the men, chill out. It's not tricking. But here's my take. And I think that most men agree with what I'm about to say. There are simps that's not going to agree. But in their heart, they know what I'm about to say is true. Here we go. Any situation where a man has to spend money to access a woman's time or maintain her attention, regardless of the amount, is tricky. My view, and I think most men would concur with what I'm saying here. Any situation where who we are is not enough for that woman to say, I want to spend time with him. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to should we spend money or why we so I'm gonna get to all that. I'm gonna get to we broke, we ain't got no. I'm gonna get that to a minute. Just hold on. I'm gonna get there. Any situation where a man has to, capital HAS, has to spend money in order to access or maintain that woman's attention, regardless of the amount, most men will say that's tricking or simping. If he chooses to do it, it's simping. If she expects it, it's tricking. Most, I'm using the hip hop community here, most single men in the hip hop community with lots of money to spare and throw out the window that we wish we could have is in a tricking situation, but they don't mind because they want those type of women around them all the time. Do you really think Rick Ross would have the women around him that he could have and has if he was not buying Chanel bags? Any other rapper, entertainer that you can look at them visibly and say, if it was not for his money, the difference is that they okay because they're going to trade them out in and out anyway. So we're not talking about who just wants to have beautiful women around them. We're talking about trying to have relationship. We're talking about trying to get to know somebody. If all I want to do is have model type women around me all the time, that I can bust them down and then watch the two women pleasure one another, and then I get in the bed and then they both play. Sure, if that kind of life, if that's what we're talking about, then yeah, just throw the money out. You throw the money out, you can have all of the women in the bed that you want that's in that zone, in that lifestyle. We're not talking about that. We're talking about trying to get to know somebody. We're talking about dating. We're talking about courting. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about substance. We're talking about who are you? This is who I am. If the condition is money, ladies, this is what I want you to understand. If the condition is money, it's already transactional. If he has to, it's already transactional. Now, you say, Professor X, are you saying that a man should not ever buy a woman things? He should not ever do this, that, and the third. This is what I want to say. A man automatically wants to do something for the woman that he already has a genuine connection with. I'm going to call that choice generosity. I choose to be generous to her. I choose to be generous to Alicia because Alicia and I already have a strong connection. I'm not pressured to do it. The connection is already strong. I choose to be generous. So because I choose it, I have no problem with maybe what I would spend out of my wallet because it's my choice. She's not with me or around me, invested in me because of what I have spent. She is with me because she enjoys being with me and we already have a connection. Now I can choose. If she says she's going to get her nails done and we have a genuine connection and we rock with one another, it's not a demand. She was going anyway to spend her own money. Out of the graciousness of my heart, I may say, let me take care of that for you this time. I choose choice generosity. I'm not pressured to do it as if I did not do it, I got to worry about her leaving me because I'm too cheap or too broke or whatever she want to say. No, it's my choice. That's a genuine connection. The connection we have leads me as a man to want to do something for my woman. But on the flip side, if the price to be around her, we'll call it the price of admission. If the price to be around her is financial, that becomes pay to play or transaction. And that's how men see it. If to be around you costs me finance, that means the only way I'm going to really have your undivided attention is if I'm giving you of my resources. That's pay to play. And there's much cheaper women that do pay to play for about $40. Now they probably not gonna look like the one that they probably the streetwalkers. They not gonna look like, and they're not gonna be as clean. So I do understand that that $40-$50 ain't gonna get you, but so you get what you pay for. But it's all pay and play. Then, like this lady here, she'll say, it's just nails, it's just hair, it's just dinner. Let me go back to what I said before. It's not about the amount. Any amount that you have to spend makes it transactional. If it's $50 for nails or $5,000 for a bag, if that's what somebody has to pay, it's transactional. And we're not doing it. Most men not doing it. Most men who really want to date, we want to date for real. What is dating? Shared experiences. What is dating? Mutual investment of time, effort, energy. That's what dating is. Shared mutual investment, time, effort, reciprocity, energy, dating. Getting to know me for who I am, not just the money that I have or what you think you can get out of it, or the new shoes, or the new purse, or the new car, or the new house. No, that's not dating. That's transactional. Tricking is one-sided investment to earn her companionship or to get her in the bed for some intimacy. It's not where we're going. So to my young men, or even to women who still struggle with this concept, let me make it easy for you as I close this one out. If the relationship would not exist without spending, it's tricky. Say it again. This is how you'll know the situation you in. Young men, this is how you'll know. Ladies, if you feel this way, this is how you'll know if you're a trick. If the relationship would not exist without the spending of money, it's tricky. Let's talk about it in the comments. Let me hear what y'all got to say. Bye.